pie there. Give me a pepper. Gotta have a pepper with it.
The funniest Family Feud moments that left Steve Harvey completely speechless. There are 3 absolute truths in this world. 1. Gravity is real. 2. Water is wet. And 3. Steve Harvey deeply, deeply regrets hosting Family Feud. Every single day, this man walks onto the stage hoping for a normal game show. He prays for normal contestants with normal brains, and every single day the universe looks at Steve and says, "No, today you will suffer." Welcome back, guys. Today we are looking at the absolute most unhinged, hilariously inappropriate, and downright historic moments where Family Feud contestants legally broke Steve Harvey's brain. Get ready, because some of these answers are so wild, even the censors had to take a coffee break. Clip of a contestant looking extremely nervous, and Steve waiting with a smirk. Let's start with the classic think before you speak moment. Steve walks up to a sweet, innocent-looking grandmother and asks the survey question. Name something a man might wear that makes him look completely ridiculous. Now, normal people would say a clown suit, a tutu, or maybe even skinny jeans. But this lovely lady looks directly into Steve's soul, looks at his immaculate, custom-tailored suit, and loudly yells, "A shiny suit that is 3 sizes too big." Zoom in on Steve's face, instantly turning into a stone-cold statue of pure betrayal. Dramatic silence effect. Look at his face. That is the face of a man who just realized he paid thousands of dollars to get roasted on national television by someone's grandma. Steve didn't even look at the board. He just stood there questioning his entire wardrobe, his stylist, and his life choices. Surveys said, #1 answer. Because the truth hurts, Steve. It hurts.
What you doing? I'm getting ready.
Yo, underneath.
Yo, what you doing? What is that on you? What is that on you, girl? Hairspray, girl.
Clip of a married couple at the podium, looking competitive. Next up, we have the moment where contestants forget their parents, their children, and the entire television network are watching. Steve drops the question. Name something a wife might do to her husband if he forgets their anniversary. The husband hits the buzzer first, looking like a tactical genius, and says, "She locks him out of the bedroom." Safe answer, right? Classic. Then Steve turns to the wife of the opposing family. She smiles, looks entirely too comfortable, and blurts out an answer so dirty, the audio crew had to hit the bleep button for 5 consecutive seconds. Visual Steve dropping his cue cards, walking away from the podium, and covering his face with his hands. Steve didn't just walk off the stage, he almost walked out of the entire studio building. He literally stood next to the audience section, looked at a random person, and whispered, "Why am I here?" When a game show turns into a late-night adult comedy special, you know Steve is earning every single cent of his paycheck. A young contestant looking incredibly confident, nodding their head. Now, we have to talk about the confidently incorrect crowd. These are the contestants who say the dumbest things with the most confidence you've ever seen in human history. Steve asks, "Name an animal that starts with the letter H." The contestant slaps the buzzer, looks Steve dead in the eye, and with absolute, undisputed confidence yells, "Alligator!" Sound effect of a loud record scratch. Steve slowly turning around to look at the scoreboard, then looking back at the contestant. Alligator, with an H. Steve didn't even get mad this time. He was genuinely concerned for the future of humanity. He spent the next 2 minutes teaching elementary school phonics on primetime television. "Sir, please spell alligator for me, H-A-L-I-G-A-T-O-R." The worst part? The contestant's family was behind him clapping and screaming, "Good answer, good answer." No, it's not a good answer. It's a grammatical crime. A husband standing next to his terrifyingly serious-looking wife. Rule #1 of being a married man on Family Feud. Never, under any circumstances, tell the truth if it risks your life. But nobody told this next guy. Steve asks, "Name someone you spend a lot of money on, but you don't really want to." The husband doesn't even hesitate. He doesn't think about his survival. He just looks at his wife standing 2 feet away from him and says, "My mother-in-law." The wife's smile instantly vanishing. Steve taking a slow, deep breath and putting his arm around the husband's shoulder. The entire studio went dead silent. Steve slowly looked at the husband and said, "My brother in Christ, do you have a safe place to sleep tonight? Because you cannot go home." The absolute fear in that man's eyes when he realized what he just did on global TV was priceless. And yes, mother-in-law was on the board, but at what cost, my friend? At what cost? Visual Family Feud kids or teenager special clips, kids laughing and Steve looking defeated.
Nah, ain't no stopping. Big Daddy. Ain't no stopping. You finna finish what you started. You ain't.
Whenever Family Feud hosts a teen or kid special, Steve knows he's going to lose. Kids have no filter, no fear, and absolutely zero respect for Steve's legendary mustache. Steve asks a teenager, "Name a place you hide something when your parents are cleaning your room." The teenager looks at Steve's bald head, smirks, and says, "Under your hairpiece, Steve." Audience screaming and laughing. Steve staring in disbelief, completely frozen. Oh, the disrespect. Steve's bald head is a national treasure, and this kid just targeted it on national television. Steve spent the next 3 minutes hilariously explaining that this is all real, natural skin, while trying not to laugh himself. Kids 1, Steve Harvey 0. The high-pressure fast money round, clock ticking, contestants sweating. Finally, we have to talk about the absolute pressure cooker that is the fast money round. This is where 20 seconds can make you $20,000, or make you a viral meme forever. Steve asks the contestant, "Name a food you can eat in one bite." The contestant is sweating, the clock is ticking down. 3, 2, 1, and out of pure panic, she screams, "A whole watermelon." The buzzer sounds. Steve slowly leans against the podium, completely defeated, laughing hysterically. "A whole watermelon! In one bite! What kind of jaw structural engineering do you have, ma'am? Are you a human or a hippopotamus?" Steve couldn't even finish the round.
I'm gonna answer the question.
Yes!
With a question.
Yes!
Some politicians belong
Yes!
in the White House.
Yes!
Others belong.
He was laughing so hard he had to use the podium for physical support. Steve smiling, hugging the families, and waving to the camera as the credits roll. And honestly, that is exactly why Steve Harvey is the absolute king of game shows. It's not just the crazy answers, it's his brilliant, non-verbal reactions that turn a simple game into comedic gold. Which one of these moments made you laugh the loudest? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we bring you the funniest breakdowns every single week. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.